of the Unstoppable Woman. And today I want to talk to you about the power of praise. So, this is one of the things that I think is super, super important. It lines up with the law of good or the law of praise, which says that what you praise regularly increases. So it can't just be a thought or an idea that's just intellectual. It has to be in your heart as well. So what you praise in your heart, what you really feel, what you emotionalize, and really genuinely praise will grow in your life, will increase in your life. Now, this is valuable to the business owner, of course, because if you are praising the things that you want to grow in your business, great team members, loyalty, kick-assedness, if you're praising things like amazing clients who you love working with, if you're praising things like the revenue you're receiving, the ease with which it comes, the delight that you have doing your work in your business, all of those things will increase. Now, this becomes ever so slightly a bit of a challenge when the circumstances around us become more challenging. Now, one of the things that I don't talk a lot about is that I got divorced, let's say, a year and a half ago, something like that. And when I did, although it was by choice and very loving, and both of us were cognizant and conscious and for this, it's still a big life change, a big circumstantial change. So it caused some upheaval. Like, how do you manage all of this? And one of the things that I really did during that time was use praise and use the law of relativity to really get my mindset right. And I think that's super important for all of us right now during these times of uncertainty, if you will. Okay? When the circumstances around us have changed so significantly and they're throwing you off course. Maybe you're good for a little while, but then you read something in the news and enters into your subconscious. How do you get back on track and on course and grounded? And this is one of the tools that I have been using and that I regularly use, but I also used previously during that period when I was going through the divorce. Like, how was it that I showed up really loving life and delighted even while it was challenging? Okay? I don't want to make light of this situation. I don't want to say it's not challenging. I don't want to say just put on a smiling face and rubber stamp your happiness here, because people are going through a lot. But one of the ways that you can get to that place of appreciation, gratitude, praise, really seeing and feeling in your heart that good is by using the law of relativity, which helps you with perspective. The law of relativity says everything just is. Nothing is big, small, good, bad, right, wrong, until we compare it to something else. So if you take, say, my hair, it's long compared to someone who has short hair, but it's short compared to someone who has hair down to their butt. Simple example. Everything is about perspective and where you're looking at this. So can you find some perspective right now that helps you really see the good in what's happening? For instance, could you look at, wow, the country's really coming together. Wow, everyone's reaching out to each other. I just had a beautiful conversation with a colleague of mine who I haven't spoken to in 2 or 3 years. And we just had a great hour-long conversation. Felt so good, okay? And that probably wouldn't have happened. Maybe it would have, but maybe it wouldn't have, because we all have a little bit more time right now. Yes, people are at home. It's disruptive of your general scheduling and life, but you're also probably not going gangbusters in your business. So you have a little bit more time. That's a relative perspective. And it helped me really appreciate what's going on. Can you look at how this is helping you show up and serve? Can you look at how this is helping you be there for the people in your lives? Can you look at this and say, wow, this is amazing what the scientists are doing, what the epidemiologists are doing, what the doctors are doing, the medical staff, the amazing person that just delivered my groceries, right? Of course, that existed before, but now it's here in a bigger, fuller fashion. And I was able to give him a nice big ass tip, and that felt really good to help someone who was, making it work in this particular time. So what are the perspectives that you can hold on this, so that you get your mind shifted from everything's effed up, I'm stuck inside, I can't go out, what's happening to the world, am I going to survive, all of these very real concerns, right? I don't want to dismiss them, but can you instead say everything just is, what am I comparing this to? Wow, I'm freaking alive. That's amazing. I'm not sick. And I hope if any of your loved ones are sick, or that you are sick, that the relative position is like, I'm alive, I got great people around me, I've got doctors helping me. This is, I get it, it's probably challenging right now, but what could you see right now that gives you the perspective that this is amazing, right? Maybe your kids are showing up in a different way. Maybe your partner's showing up in a different way and supporting you. Maybe you're finding more courage in life. And that, if you start seeing that perspective and start praising that, appreciating that, it will grow. Okay. Your life, apply it to your business, and rock it out. Be unstoppable. Take care. Bye.